Steels make their first trip here to Nevermore Park in 15 years, looking to get their first win against Guiseley in 23 years. That last win coming though on a bank holiday Monday in August. Goals from Paul Jackson and Jeremy Illingworth getting a 2-1 win in that match. Graham Furness, so much like in that game in 2002, watching over now as chairman rather than assistant manager. For the Steels, there's no changes from Saturday. Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Connor Smythe, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, James Morris, Sam Kay, Luke Rawson, Oliver Grezlak and Jordan Barnett. The bench is also the same: Jack Crook, Alex O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Jack Watson and Thomas Poole. Our referees today are Conor Ledgway, assisted by George Rampling and George Smith. Ball. And here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels get us underway here at Nevermore Park, wearing the claret shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from left to right, while Guiseley in the white shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left. And it's the Steels on the top with a former Guiseley player in Oliver Grezlak. Forward to James Morris, in the middle to Kay, forward looking for Grezlak, blocked though by the number 3 Ferguson and cleared away, only to Owen, back to Charles, takes shots forward to Kay, tried the 1-2 but blocked by Emma Birchall, someone the Steels know very well from his time with Emily last year. Stocksbridge win the ball back for Turner, then one touch passing Grezlak finds Morris, Morris trying to get down the left hand side, blocked by Brown, will go back in midfield, go to Smythe who sends one forward. The top and into the back of the net. The Steels have the early lead. It's taken less than a minute, 53 seconds on the clock, and Stocksbridge are ahead. It's Stocksbridge's first lead of the season, and the first time they've scored before. 1-1 that game finished. Phil was inches away from being able to do the same against his former team. Grezlak's just been told to get back to help defend. Here comes the free kick, left-footed ball for the near post, headed away, and it's a sly shot that will be claimed at the near post by Ben Townsend. It bounced off the ground, that took all the power away from it. 25 minutes gone. Slice over to the left wing. Barnett will take it back to Smythe. Smythe down the channel, but picked up by Brown and cleared out, but only back to Smythe, who sends it forward again. Headed on by Morris. Grezlak is there again. Grezlak's going to take the shot. Not cut far off. A flash of a shot that was right across the keeper and then right across the far post. He's against his former team, one that he only made. Keep this ball out of the net. Left-footed cross. Dingling in far post. And it's touching far post. Guiseley equalised. And it is Mabeka there who's got the goal. At the far post, it's gone. Stocksbridge penalised for giving that foul away on the right wing. Right for the ball into the middle, head to the edge of the area. To Buchan, urge to shoot, takes a shot. Great save, Townsend. Another corner kick coming. Take it 1-1. But Stocksbridge, could they just try and nick one before the break? They are pushing in that sort of fashion at the moment. 42 Rawson, who holding up the ball in the box. Back to Charlesworth, takes the touch, cross going into the middle, headed away to the edge of the area. Kay will get it. Kay on his left foot takes a shot right at the keeper. We see Turner. Here it comes, right-footed, high, looking for that far post. Gundry has to chase it as it goes over him on the right-hand side. Hasn't got any support for it. Keeps it in, goes down the right, Gundry, a little bit more pace than you expect him. Put it towards the near post, goes into the middle. Turner's wanting the shot, drilled shot, great save! And it's going to go all the way to the right-hand side. Kept in. Lafuda will pick it up and tries to get it to the right. Finds Brown. Big ball forward. Charlesworth will read it. And back to Townsend it will go, who will be jeered. Sends it upfield. Rasping, curling in the air. Gundry midfield will head it on. And Silver got a touch onto it. Appeals for a handball from Morrison. Not given. Now Birchall. They got it. And there's no one going to Birchall because Charlesworth is out of position. Birchall into the box, across the 6-yard area, cleared, edge of the area, João Silva, deflected shot, Townsend saves. Here comes the ball, the far post, that one. Owen with the header, headed off the line, it's still in the 6-yard area, keeper claims it. I think there'd have been appeals for a foul if that had gone in. Owen did seem to be on the back of his defender, but guys 5, now Gownsy on the counter attack, look for Fewless, Charlesworth picks it out and defends. Now Outside the foot, look for Barnett, and it's a great ball to Barnett. Barnett goes towards the edge of the area, puts the ball in, goes towards Morris. Morris takes a shot, deflected, and over the bar. Another corner for Stocksbridge. Two great chances in the matter of minutes for the Steels. Now it goes to Smythe. Smythe forward to Greyslack, looking for Barnett, but cleared out to Turner. Turner sideways to Kay, back to Smythe, forward to Greyslack, who turns. Greyslack, great turn. Morris peeling up, but Greyslack's going on his own, takes a shot, and it's going to be saved at the near post by Cracknell. And Greyslack maybe could have slipped the pass in for Morris, but instead went on his own. Didn't really have the power, but Cracknell had to be at full stretch to save it anyway. Ball forward, headed on. Here comes Fewlis, who brings it down into the corner flag. Being followed by Owen, trying to get it back. Back to Buchan. Buchan, who takes the touch, lays off here for Birchall. Birchall, one-on-one with Smythe. Smythe trying not to get the foul in. Flash ball across, palmed away by Townsend. Now Lafudu. Ball back into the middle, and it's going to be a claim for a corner. That is given. It's what Stocksbridge did quite well at Whitby to Donald Chimalio. If they can do it well to Feulis, they'll do all right today. Because Owen can only head it backwards. Charles heads it forward again. Bowen heads it right back. Birchall on the left. Here comes a Hello and welcome to the recreation ground for this FA Cup match between Wombwell Town and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator this afternoon here at the recreation ground, Adam Allcroft, and we are sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire Limited. For today it is a historic day for Wombwell Town. It's their first time in this competition. But the Steels are much more familiar with it. Wombwell have won their first two ties to get to the first qualifying round, as they now have another South Yorkshire derby. They beat Parkgate to get here and then picked up their first league win against Parkgate earlier in the week. Stocksbridge still looking for their first win of the season, but felt like they were getting closer and closer with draws against Warrington, Rylands and Guiseley during the bank holiday weekend. So let's go through the lineups for you now. So for Wombwell Town, it's Sebastian Malkowski in goal, then Jason Paling, a former Steel, Niall Smith, Sam Finlaw, another former Steel, Ollie Fear and Jack Steers, Charlie Rogerson, who's a late replacement for Danny Yule on the starting lineup sheet, Jack Wilson, Jamal Stewart, Jordan Kershaw and Owen Sykes. The bench is Judar Smith, a former Stocksbridge Park Steels reserve, Josh McKay and Eddie Agnew. For the Steels, the lineup is Ben Towns in goal, then Tom Charlesoff, Jack Tinker comes in and replaces Oliver Grejlak, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smith, who moves into central midfield, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole comes in, and Jordan Barnett. The bench is a six-man bench today of Jack Crook, Mikey Roxburgh, Alex O'Connor, Danny Deakin, Tommy Marshall and Jack Watson. As Sam Malkowski, who's the captain for Wombwell, he's shaking hands with Curtis Turner in the centre now as we get the final bits of prep done before this match. Stocksbridge Park Steels do have a history with Wombwell. Stocksbridge got their very first win in 1986 against Wombwell Sporting Association, a 4-0 win away from home. Stocksbridge had to wait a few games to play their very first home game after the merger between Oxford Sports and Stocksbridge, because of course back then Breckenmore was used as a cricket ground as well. So final few handshakes done, we will be kicking off very soon. Looks like it will be the Steels getting us underway. So at Sam K, we are very close to the start of this match. Referee today, Adam Kennard. He'll be assisted by David Sutton and Lewis Berry. As Hills looking at a way that they were seeing this as a chance to get that first win on the board and a confidence-boosting win ahead of the rest of the MPL Prem season, where they will need to get some 3 points on the board soon. few delays. You might be hearing a bit of buzzing in the background. That's because there is a remote car race happening next to the ground. And here we go. So the Steels get us underway in the yellow shirts, blue socks kicking from right to left, while it is Wombwell in the all-red kit going from left to right as Jack Tinkertice gets away, but gets caught in midfield, and Barnett wins the ball, back to Turner, the club captain. Tinker pulls wide, looks for the overlap of Barnett, finds Barnett. He thought about the first cross, but instead he gets tackled, and it will be an early corner for the Steels, who were ahead after 52 seconds against Guiseley, and now have a chance to have a similarly early goal in today's game from the corner. Curtis Turner going over to take it from the left-hand side. Plenty of options in the middle. Turner looking to get it into the middle. Headers on target, cleared off the line. It almost was its early goal. Jordan Barnett was the one with the header in the middle of the box. And almost about the same time as Stocksbridge scored against Guiseley, the Steels have almost done it again. Another corner for Curtis Turner to take on the left side. Turner, high loft one for the far post this time. Well claimed by Malkowski, a very confident, established keeper, former at Worksop Town. Has a few caps for the Polish national team as well, as Charlesworth heads one behind, and now Wombwell will get a corner out of just a big ball forward, and Steels will be a bit disappointed to concede a set piece like that. Sam Finlaw, a former Steel, is heading over to take it. Wombwell bring some confidence into this game, having beat Parkgate in the league, their first league win on last Saturday. Jordan Kershaw, one of the targets, is on the move in the middle of the box right now. Headed away by Gundry on the line again. Goes out to the right-hand side, where Wombwell will just let it go out for a throw-in. And it's going to be the number 11 here, Owen Sykes, coming over for the long throw. Something Stocksbridge has to deal with when we faced Wombwell back in the Sheffield Senior Cup back in February. Ball launch, very flat throw in there, and Gundry will head it away, goes to the edge of the area. Finlaw chests it down, blocked on the box, and then cleared away by Connor Smythe. Can't get to pull, but blocked back to Smythe, who will knock it over the top. Barnett's trying to get it on the right wing, but headed away by Fearon, back at centre back rather than centre forward like we're normally used to him. Ball forward to Morris, appeals offside, and there goes the lineman there, putting up his flag to stop James Morris. In centre forward today with the usual centre forward Luke Rawson away today. Morris been more used to playing on the wing since the start of the season. Ball back with Malkowski for the free kick. Trent Paul, who's foiled the Steels on a few occasions when he played for Worksop Town. Ball forward. Owen will head it away. Smythe tries to break for him, but it's headed away. Rogerson fighting for it. Gets the touch, and it will be go out for a Stocksbridge throw. First goal of the day in the Northern Premier League is in the Midlands Division. Josh Burniston has scored for Anstey against Rushton and Diamonds. Ball forward to Turner, trying to get back to Charlesworth, but blocked and out for another throw-in, and that right back position. A bright start from both teams so far.
Hello.
4 minutes gone in this game. Ball launched forward. Morris tries to knock it on, but they will be cleared away by Sykes and out for a throw-in. So back now with Charlesworth for another throw-in. It's third time he's had to do one in a matter of seconds. Smythe back to Charlesworth, back into Owen, who just has to lump that one up forward. Head away by Rogerson, but then Smythe will just boom it forward, and it'll be easy enough for Malkowski just to claim as it bounces into his box. Launch it with his right foot away. Gundry will get it away, but headed on by Stewart. Goes on to the right wing, where there's a bit of space now as the ball's hooked into the middle, and Townsend claims it with Jordan Kershaw coming in from underneath. Good cross from Palin, but now Townsend tries to get out quickly to the right to Morris, but headed away. Back to Poole, first time pass looking forward for Morris to get it on the right wing. Gets it, will move into the box on the right hand side. Wants an option in the middle. There's Connor Smythe who skies it. Big chance for the Steels to take a 1-goal lead. Connor Smythe, who got a few goals for Cleethorpes Town last season. It was a big opportunity, but he got his foot underneath the ball, sends it well above the bar. It should be 1-0 Stocksbridge, but it remains 0-0 here at the recreation ground. Stocksbridge, who have struggled to score this season only twice so far. All but one game has been 0-0 at half-time. As Malkowski sends it long, brought down well, but Turner will come to Robert, and he wants to get an attack going. Stocksbridge on the move quickly, out wide to Charlesworth, who crosses the halfway line. Charlesworth, hit it forward to Poole. Poole looks to get it through the defender's legs, did get it through Ollie Fearon, but then the pass was misplaced and collected by Finlaw. Finlaw passed forward and blocked, and will then go out for a goal kick. Both Thomas Poole and Sam Finlaw did play together at Staveley Miners Welfare, but Finlaw would move to Stocksbridge and then leave after a season and a bit. He played in the last game of Stocksbridge's 2020 season before it was called off for the pandemic. Poole would then spend 2 years here before taking a half-year break before returning back in February. Goal in the Premier League to tell you about. Tottenham Hotspur have had a good start to the season. They're 1-0 down to Bournemouth. Evan Nielsen has scored. The ball will go forward here. Gundry tries to get away, take a little block. Turner will flick it over to Smythe, who takes it down, cleared up into the air. Tinker tried to get it, but headed on by Stewart. Back to Owen though, and he gets out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth now out wide for Poole, who's dropped very deep, and he looking to turn, but he's been dispossessed here by Niall Smith. Puts the ball into the box. Owen will head it away. Kay wins it in midfield, and then picked up by Rodson, who's going to go down under a challenge from Smythe, and Wombwell have a free kick about 30 yards out in a decent position. Concert 1-0 for Brighouse. Isaac Walker, the scorer. Four-man wall lineup for Stocksbridge to defend from this set piece. Sam Finlaw and Owen Sykes, the two men just standing over it at the moment. Both looking like if I would take it, it'd be a right-footed shot. Townsend makes sure that every defender is in the right place for him. Here comes the whistle. Finlaw will take it. It's a good aim shot. Well saved by Townsend. It's just going to curl out to the left. Cross going in. Goes into the middle. Owen clears it, and then after a few blocks, Kay is able to clear it. Finlaw will get it. He tries to volley it back towards the left wing. Head away by Poole and back out into the middle for Wilson, who tries to hook into the box. It's over the top of everyone and out for a goal kick. It's a good save from Townsend there to his right to prevent that being 1-0 to Wombwell. Eight minutes gone in this game, and it's still 0-0 here. Both teams have had their opportunities though. It's a well contested match so far. Townsend will launch it forward, headed away, but still get forward, but not collected well by Wilson, who can only knock it out to play for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Everton have taken the lead in the Premier League. They're 1-0 against Wolves. Beto, the scorer. So if you're not the ball forward, Paul will flick it on, looking for Morris, but Fenner can get to him. Clearance is skied into the air. Smythe heads it forward. Barnett will look to chase, but it's fairly comfortable as it's cleared away. Tinkle will just track it as it bounces out and will be a throw-in in front of us in the main stand here. Hensford are ahead in the FA Cup. 1-0. Akeem Rose, the scorer. Tinkle gets it back to Kay. Forward to Morris. He just bounces up on him. He's forced backwards and then loses the ball to Finlaw. Finlaw goes down under the challenge and gets the free kick. Guys are also ahead in the FA Cup. Amir Birchall, who's so impressive against us last week, has scored. So the ball now back for Wombwell to take, just on the head of the halfway line. Owen Sykes will take. puts it into the box. Gundry heads it, but can only head it behind. Stewart's looking to hold up. He's in the box. Stewart, left-hand side, puts the cross in over the top of everyone and will go and bounce out for a goal kick. Some decent control by the cameraman behind the goal to kick up into his chest, and we'll now be back for a goal kick for Townsend to take. In another Yorkshire derby, Barnsley are ahead 1-0 against Huddersfield Town. Davis Keeler Dunn, the scorer for the Tykes. A few cheers from, I think, quite a few Barnsley fans who are in attendance here today. And ball forward from Townsend, looking for Morris. Ball headed away. Charles will head forward. It's been contested midfield. Wombwell just winning that physical battle in the midfield at the moment as the ball just bounced back into the box. Charles was having to just pass it back to Townsend under pressure from Stewart. Townsend takes it, left foot forward, going towards Barnett. Drops it deep. Barnett just stood on the ball. I don't think he realised how quickly that would drop on him. He's back in defence for Wombwell. Ball forward just goes to Tinker. Back in the first team after missing over the bank holiday weekend. Ball forward, look for Barnett, headed away. Smythe looks to be the first man onto it, gets something onto it. Back with Jack Tinker it goes. Tinker, ball to Smith, tries back heel, finds Tinker, right foot going to take the shot, it's curling and well wide. Jack Tinker, who is making 156 appearances for the Steels today, is the longest any Stocksbridge player has gone outfield Stocksbridge player without a goal. He was looking for it there, and in the end you can see why he hasn't got the goal. It went well wide, he wasn't able to wrap his foot around it in the end. Back to be a goal kick. 11 minutes gone in this game so far. The ball goes forward. Over the top of Charles. Owen will have to deal with it. Headed gets a bit underneath it. That allows Wilson to get onto that and gets forward. Charles heads it away. Then headed back. Shot a bit ahead between two teams. Kay brings it down. Out to Poole. Poole will send it outside his foot to Morris. Looks to bring it down. He tries to take him out wide. Sykes is able to get in and he just can boot that one out, hits the net, that avoids it going into the go-kart area. Might just hear it a bit over some of the crowd noise, the remote control cars to the right of us. Moves forward to Poole, back to Charlesworth. Going to Poole, who's been forced backwards. Back to Owen, who will send the ball forward, look for Morris to get onto it. It's going to be Barnett. Barnett hooks it into the middle, look for Morris. He just can't get the bounce fall right for him, it's cleared. Kay will track it, goes back to Gundry, will head it forward, a challenged header. It's going to bounce on and then, well, a miscommunication between the Wombwell defenders, but they do manage to get it away, and now Niall Smith will keep it in on the left-hand side, sends it forward. Charles will head it away, Turner brings it down, Charles wants it back, gets it back, moves into the middle, goes centrally, down the channel, blocked, it goes into midfield, Turner tries to win it, but won by Wombwell, but Gundry reads it well, gets it away. Morris will challenge, but head away. Morris hasn't won a header yet in that centre forward role. Ball goes out to Charles, can only head it back. Went to Owen, and then he will clear it into defence. And Poole wins it well. Kay tries to forward, but maybe communication has slipped from both players, and before Wombwell's able to get onto it and clear it away, and over back to Townsend. 13 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Well, there's a cup upset in the works over at Workington. Step for Stalybridge Celtic are leading 1-0 at the Cumbrian side. Jack Earlham, the scorer. All now back with Townsend. As Wombwell look to replicate a cup shot here against the Steels. 2 steps above them. The ball goes out of play. Both teams will contest for it, and it will be a Wombwell throw-in. Stocksbridge, after those early moments, haven't really had the majority possession. Gunpowne saying it's coming for Tinks, great player. We do hope so. I think we will have a pitch invasion from our fans when it does happen. It's not for a lack of desire from everyone involved in the club. Ball launched forward, if I'm the throw-in. Over the top of everyone and brought down by Wombwell. Shot goes in, blocked. Poole will collect it. Back to Charlesworth, who sends it down the channel looking for Morris, but knocked away, and it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Back with Charlesworth for this throw-in. Waiting for any option to come to him. He's going to
I think he's going to have to rush this now, and does launch it upfield, but headed away, and say not a single header won against Ollie Fearon today by James Morris. Forward Finlaw will contest that, goes out to Smythe, out to the right, no one's there for it, so daftly given ball away because it will now be a Wombwell throw-in. As I'd say, Wombwell Town are just edging things at the moment. As they have the throw in the left, Owen Sykes to take it. Oh, trying a long throw from here. We're next to the benches here, and he is going to try a long throw, and it's got some distance on it. It's going to make it to the penalty spot. Gunji will head it away, and can be contested, and Smythe will lose that. Curl towards the far post where it's too far for Jamal Stewart's case, but that long throw is going to be a real threat as this game goes on, because he was basically at the bench there, and he was able to get it to the penalty spot. That's something you don't want to defend when you're just one goal up. It's Townsend just waiting to get the ball back now, and we just need to settle down a bit. They're letting Wombwell have a bit too much of the ball at the moment. As the ball is back with Townsend to take this. Goal kick. Ball going forward. Headed away by Fearon. Threaded out to the right, and well won by Barnett. Subsidy does it, but Smythe will charge forward. Barnett's down. He's injured himself doing that. Looking for Tinker. Tinker will get a touch. Tinker takes a shot. It's blocked. Tinker's looking to knock it back into the middle, and that's going to allow Wombwell to get it, but it's back now with Turner. Barnett's still injured, and then Smythe tried to kick it out. Does so at the second attempt. Barnett, when he trod on the ball there, must have just jarred something in him, and now he will have to get the treatment on. Liv Phillips will come on to administer treatment. Darlaston are 1-0 up against Maudsley in the West Division. Fabian Salmon, the scorer. If he does have Liv Phillips for missed treatment, that's just jarred his foot. I think he just stood on the ball when he was trying to get that counter attack going. And obviously, when you hit your leg connects to something you didn't expect to be there, I think we've all done it in a similar sort of way when he's tried to step on a step that's not actually there. But Varney seems to have done it in a more serious manner. So if Phillips continues to miss treatment, we'll try and give you an update on some of the other scores. No, just looking, there's not much happening in the FA Cup too much for teams involving MPL Prem teams. Well, it's just a little flashback. A little look back at some of the goals that have already come in today. Actually, there's a cup upset in process in the Midlands. Carlton Town are leading 1-0 against Cleethorpes Town. Actually, Chambers the scorer. That goal coming after 3 minutes. Cleethorpes Town who beat us 3-1 the other week. There's a bit of a wind picked up. Rain forecast for about 4 PM today, and yep, that breeze is the sort that you'd expect. Yep. Barnett is just trying to stretch things out here as he heads off the pitch for a moment. Hopefully be able to continue. There are replacements ready to come on just in case, though. Like Tom Marshall would enjoy coming on, but Barnett will now head off closest to us, to a bit of a limp in his step, but should be able to continue. So we'll have a throw-in for Wombwell. But Stocksbridge did kick out, but it looks like it'll be taken as a fair Wombwell throw unless they just give it back to Tinker on the left. So ball back with Paling for this throw-in. And he'll just give it back to Malkowski. Sends it forward, the Polish goalkeeper. It'll be over the top of everyone and back to Townsend. And that'll deposit. I think that was the way it was planned to be worked. Ball going forward, look for Morris. I think he might have been offside, and that has now been called by the referee. So Balkowski will come up to take it. Stocksbridge have to be forced back as Wombwell will look to take every opportunity to get the ball forward. Launch forward now, headed on by Stuart Owen, missed that header, but just goes forward back to Townsend. 19.5 minutes gone in this game, Reigns 0-0. Stocksbridge visitors back here in February for the Sheffield Senior Cup, but they ran out 4-1 winners. It was pretty comfortable in the end for Stocksbridge, and so Wombwell signed up challenging at the very top of the MPL, well, the Northern County Division 1 now, got promoted through the playoffs. Headed away now by Steers, a good signing at that level. Following out, tried to find Morris, it's a misplaced pass outright towards Palin. Being forced backwards now. Tinker forced one there, back to Finlaw. Ball forward, and Wombwell quite confident. Kay getting in there, but Wombwell just worm away from that. It's good work from Kershaw, and going to go all the way through out to Stewart. Stewart takes a touch, and tackle here, back to Stewart, takes a shot, deflected, over the bar. Corner kick to Wombwell. Almost loops over Townsend, that. Dangerous for the Stocksbridge defence. Looks like Sam Finlaw will go over to take this corner kick. Finlaw, who we saw a set piece delivery regularly for the Steelers a few seasons ago. Right footed, looking for that near post. Turner will head it away. Ball goes back to the left here, and busting through was trying to be Niall Smith. It ends up deflecting out. It will be a Stocksbridge throw-in. Stocksbridge get the ball back through Charlesworth. Another goal in the Premier League, 2 goals in the Premier League. Kwang Yi Chan has equalised for Wolves against Everton, and Brentford 1-0 upon Sunderland. Dennis Utara the scorer. As Smythe just boots on forward, and no free, well, there is now a free kick as Barnett is wrestled over on the edge of the halfway line. Also a chance to just get the ball down for a bit and have some possession. Back now with Charlesworth. Will be Barnett to take this free kick. Well, actually, Barnett's going to leave it now. It will be Townsend to take this free kick. Can Stocksbridge cash out this defence from here? Townsend, right-footed ball, trying to get it into the box. Over the top of everyone. Tinker's trying to hover into the far post. Cleared away by Smith. We're going to get to it. Kay gets it on the left. Trying to go down the outside. Needs a bit of help. Gets it through Turner. Turner wants it on his right. He's having, but that's allowed pressure to come in. Trying to find Kay with a pass and blocked. And Finlaw will pass it out. And there's a counter-attack on here. The ball goes back to Finlaw. Well in from Barnett, who just boots it out. Will be a Wombwell throw-in. Ball into the middle and back to Paling. The defence and sliced up in the air and out by Finlaw. Tinker will have the throw in. I think he could probably take a few yards more, but he hasn't done. Goes to Smythe, then back to Tinker, then back to Gundry. Gundry, who will control it and then send it down the channel looking for Barnett. Headed away by Steers and then hooked forward. Well won by Gundry, who takes it on the chest and then again hooks forward looking for Barnett. Big header away there by Steers. Claims for a free kick. And that is going to be given, which is a surprising call from our referee, Adam Kennard, today. And Wombwell will get the free kick due to some contact from Barnett. And he is going to stay down there, Jack Steers. So we're just having a bit of a break here while he gets up, but he will be fine. We will be able to continue the game. Frickley Athletic are ahead against Penistone Church. Ifenye Nenyana, the scorer. Ball goes forward, headed sideways as one will get it. Paling, forced backwards though. Two Steers who gets forward only to Kay, and Stocksbridge could get something going here with a good pass. Kay outright here to Poole. Poole forward looking for Morris. Morris just can't get trouble, but Kay will get it. Kay laid out to Barnett, tries to get it to the right again, and Stocksbridge passing just lets him down on that occasion. Cleared out to Turner. Out to Tinker. Tinker. Forward to Smythe. Tinker wanted it back, but a good slide tackle, a fair slide challenge allows Wombwell to get the ball, and now they'll launch a counter of their own. Gundry trying to hold the ball up and stop him getting past him, gets the tackle in. Actually going to be given as a free kick. Aversley Wrecker 1-0 down. Ash Flynn putting Wakefield ahead in that game. And Consett 2-0 on Brighouse. Matty Todd the scorer. Ball forward. To Paling. Back it goes to Sykes, puts the ball in, cleared away, but Wombwell have the ball back. Back to Finlaw now, as Smythe misses out on a tackle. Ball going forward, Turner will head away to Tinker, who volleys out to Barnett, who pipes it in the back in the middle, but only gives it back to Wombwell, who hit forward, but only to Gundry, who can clear it out. High, dangling in the air. Smythe's going to look to contest it, looks to bring it down, but he loses out on that to Wilson. Ball going forward. Gundry will lose track of that one. On. And then Kershaw will have it in that corner, puts crossing blocked by Gundry, and it's going to come off Kershaw last and be a goal kick. Good defending from Gundry on that occasion. So back now for Townsend to take this goal kick. Stocksbridge haven't really impressed as of yet. 25 minutes gone. Do need to get their foot down and get a goal, really. Well, the shock is happening down in Carlton. Now 2-0 up on step-free Cleethorpes Town. Kyle Sargent, the latest scorer. Back to Townsend. Ball forward. Headed away to Tinker, who will get it forward, blocked, and it's going to go out. And bouncing ball, dangerously close to our commentary position, but it's now a Stocksbridge throw-in. Going forward to Morris, tries to control, try to get back to Tinker, but cleared out to Gundry, who can only slice up in the air, and well, that's a frustrating, disappointing one, as he just gives the ball right back to Wombwell now. Ball forward now, Palin will come up to take the throw. Owen Sykes will take this throw in and launch it forward, try on the right hand side. Tinker will win it, trying to get it forward now, and he does carry on. He's on man. Now the pass forward to Morris. It's a good pass to Morris. Needs a bit of help, trying to find it. Into curling pass, looking for Kay. He's not got enough power on it. Cut out by Smith, who's able to clear it away. Smythe gets the header towards the right. Turner then gets the next one, but only gets it to Wilson, who can head it away. Owen will return it back into the middle and out into the midfield where it's hooked out to the right now to Paling. He gets it under control. Forward to the right, and Gundry gets a foot in. It's a throw into Wombwell. Chelsea Walker saying, come on, Tinks, it's your time to shine. Well, what a wonderful time to be, but we are with this throw-in. It is in position now for Owen Sykes to put it into the box with the long throw-in. A goal at Old Trafford. Man United are ahead against Burnley, but it's through a Burnley player. Josh Cullen scored an own goal. As Owen Sykes will prepare to take this long throw. Here he comes. Again, flatters a board in towards that penalty area. Takes a bounce in the box. Back to the edge of the area here to Wilson. Takes a shot, blocked. Falls to Poole. Not a great touch, and he's taken out, and it's a free kick. And it's going to be a yellow card for Jack Wilson. It's because of the stopping a potential of a counter-attack. Here's a body check on Thomas Poole that did stop a potential counter, and that is why the yellow card's being given. Like now here for Townsend to take this free kick. As Townsend prepares to take the free kick, he wants to get this forward. He's want to get the lead, really. I thought he's looking for Barney, but it's going straight with Malkowski. Well, Rossington Main have got a big match against FC United today. They're losing 1-0 though. Adam Lafondra has scored from the spot. The ball goes forward. Owen can only knock it down, and Wombwell are able to get a touch, but only goes back to Townsend, who quickly throws it out to Charlesworth. And can the Steels just get something going here? They've struggled to do so in this game so far. on the right, down the channel, and Barnett's trying to cause a problem for Sykes. Sykes will pass it back to the keeper. Now Morris will press the keeper, and he'll get it forward without much problems, over the top of everyone, and it's find Kershaw. Back go, Rogerson slips, allows Kay to get onto the ball. Kay, chip ball over the top, look for Barnett. Headed into midfield, and Finlaw will get out, look at Smythe who heads it forward. Morris tries to get it into the box, but cleared away. Townsend is not happy about the way Stocksbridge are playing, as Kay just takes it down, but only gives it back to Wombwell players. But they've cleared out, only to get back to Stocksbridge. Townsend will come out for it. Warrington Rylands have equalised against Guiseley. Jake Burton the scorer. Ball hooked to the right to Charlesworth. Charles has to get back to Owen. Owen, ball down the channel, then headed back, and Kershaw gets in a higher position, but then well read by Owen to defend. Charlesworth forward to Kay. Out wide and then flicked on by Morris, but the header is going to go back to Morris. Gets it to Cool, but he only gives it back to Wombwell. Goes all the way out to our right hand side here and out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Stockton Town are ahead against Trafford. Amir Purewald, the scorer. Tinker now with the throw-in. Throws it forward, 2K who heads it on and will just be cleared away. Tinker will get it forward. Kay tries to bring it on down the chest, but it's just going to go out. It will be Wombwell's throw-in. The ball's now back on the right side, and it will be another long throw from Owen Sykes, which have caused some problems. Bristol 3-0 up at Atherstone in the FA Cup. As Sykes, another big long throw into box, takes a move in the wind. Foxtree looks to head it away, goes to the edge of the area. Smythe will challenge it. Smythe gets the tackle in, and he goes down under a push, and it's a free kick for the Steels. Townsville comes to get it. Stocksbridge would say he needs to improve really. 31 minutes gone, it's still 0-0. As we're just having the rain starting here at Wombwell, which you can tell by a few of the fans started to end on that small bit of shelter to the lefters. The new terrace built here at Wombwell since we were last here. Forward to Morris, back to Tinker. Tinker forward to Morris. Morris looking to turn back to Barnett, then to Tinker. Very crowded on the left hand side. Now to Morris, forward looking for Smythe, cleared away. As Gundry will get it, claims a handball on Kershaw. Gundry gets tripped as he was trying to get that away, and plus we have the free kick. Townsend will come up for this free kick. Everton back ahead in the Premier League. Ilman and Dai has put them 2-1 up against Wolves. And Worsborough Bridge are ahead against Armthorpe Welfare. Ben Pike has scored. Townsend sending the diagonal, looking for Poole, who heads in the middle, look for Gundry, tries to knock it on, it's falling nicely, takes a shot, Gundry, saved and goes out for a corner. It's not a bad shot for a centre-back. It was at the near post, Malkowski had to get down low to save it, and the Steels have a corner kick that Barnett will go over to take, and it was from the set pieces that Stocksbridge really excelled against this team back in February against Wombwell Town. Paul Iggledon, who's not here today with his arm injury. Elliot Owens scored as well. Back for Barnett for the corner, looking for the near post, header up into the air. Gundry's challenging, header low, deflects into the box, then headed to the edge of the area. Smythe takes it. Will take, well, I don't know what entirely it was, but now Wombwell are able to clear from it. They're looking to get a counter-attack going. A slip from Turner, but Tinker able to clear it out. Then Owen can only knock it back, gives it to Stewart actually, keeps the Wombwell attack going. Now Wombwell on the move, on the left-hand side. Back it goes, blocked by Kay, out for a Wombwell throw-in. Oh, Sue Allcroft, thank you for the super chat from Sue Allcroft, giving £5 to commentary. If you want to support like Sue has, you can press that little $sign and do a super chat. It will also highlight your message, and it should have popped up in our screen if it's working properly. We never really test if it does work properly. Hey. Owen Sykes with the throw-in. Goes right into the box. Townsend though, good catch by Townsend. Getting out of the melee there, wants the quick release, but instead thinks other of it. Gets it on his foot, launch forward. He's looking for Barnett. Heads it on, no one's there for the head on. Malkowski will be able to claim it. Ilkeston are 1-0 up on Spalding. Sam Issian the scorer. Hebburn also 1-0 up. Ollie Martin has scored, put him ahead against Longbridge Town. Ball goes back here for Charlesworth. Back to Owen, who sends it forward, took a deflection, will go out for a Stocksbridge go. Ten minutes to go in the half here. With it still being 0-0, both teams looking for the lead, for more FA Cup glory. For 2K, back to Charlesworth. Looking for Barnett, who brings it down well on the right-hand side. Looking for a ball in the middle, it's overhit, and Malkowski will claim. As the club captain, the goalkeeper, sends this one away. Up in the air. Gundry will head it away into midfield and claimed by Smith, who's got space to move into. Poole's coming in with a tackle, and he will get it, gets out back out here to Turner, who will return it to Owen, who just sends it away, but only back for Finlaw, who will lose the ball here to Morris, and then Finlaw almost gets it back. Morris just forced out to the right. Poole sends it forward looking for Barnett, but defended well, back into defence and forward into midfield. Jamal Stewart will collect. Flipped it over to the right wing to Paling, a former Steel, played for Stockbridge last time in the NPL Prem. Diagonal ball into the box over the top, headed into field to Finlaw, thought about the shot, instead he'll hold on to it and get out to Palin, who tries to take it on the inside. Tinker gets a tackle in, and Turner will collect. Turner carrying it forward, back to Gundry, out to Tinker, into Turner, switched out to Charlesworth. Charlesworth will carry it forward, ball over the top, looking for Morris, and he will head it back out to the right to Poole. No one in the box really for him to aim at for a cross, so he's just going to try and flick it to Morris, who is looking to get it out to the right to Kay again. Kay crossing, look for Morris, blocked, goes to the edge and flicked away by Rogerson. Turner will bring it down in midfield, back to Charlesworth. It's a long quick possession for Stocksbridge until Charlesworth loses the ball. They wanted a free kick, it's not going to be one as Wombwell go down the left-hand side. Continue down the left, Jamal Stewart the only option in the middle, and then tackled by Turner. Charlesworth is still down in that advanced position. He's just getting to his feet now. And to Turner, out to Kay. Kay out to the right, ball going forward. Charlesworth in offside position as he gets back into position after what he thought was a foul on him. Back into defence now. Fearing. Flip ball forward. Owen's going to look to head this away. Does do so. Got down by Smythe now with Kay. Smythe will chase it. It might be a 50-50 and he loses out on the 50-50 to Palin. Smythe not having a great game in central midfield at the moment as Finlaw has it. Back it goes left, knocked over the top. Take that chest, but well won by Turner. And Kay, big volley forward. It's going to be easy enough for Malkowski to get. Just having a stoppage here because there is a Wombwell player down injured. I think that's Jordan Kershaw that's down. No contact injury, it seems, which will be a concern. He's the leading scorer for the Wellers this season. Scored in their win on Saturday against Parkgate. Now the physio's out to try and help him. Spalding have equalised against Ilkeston. Jack Roberts the scorer. And Guiseley are back head against Warrington Rylands. Jordan Fulis has scored. Elsewhere in that game at Barnsley, Owen Goodman has been sent off for Huddersfield for what has been described as a serious foul. Chesterfield are 2-0 down as well. McCurdy has scored from the spot for Crawley Town. Sheffield Wednesday, by the way, are still 0-0 at home to Swansea City. So just both teams having a bit of a team talk while Koshaw's getting vet treatment. He will now head off the pitch for further treatment, but it looks like he will be able to return. Yes. Stocksbridge trying to prevent themselves being one of the upsets of this round. They were an upset at this time last year, losing to Step 5, 1874 Northwich 3-2. A very poor game for the Steels in that one. He'd almost equalised though in the last minute. Harry Garman connected with a header, the goalkeeper at the time, in what would be his last appearance for this, the last elite major cup appearance. He would play once more in the Sheffield Senior Cup. As the ball's got here by Smith, challenged by Poole, and Poole will knock it off him. It's a throw into Stocksbridge. Back with Charlesworth now. Who will launch the ball downfield looking for Morris. Held up on that right wing at the moment. Tries to get through the defender's legs, but it's well defended by Owen Sykes, and now Smith will clear it, but only out for another throw-in. Stocksbridge have a chance to put a bit of pressure on this Wombwell defence that they haven't really done as of yet. Maybe something that disappoints them going into the changing room as it's flicked onto the right. No one there for it. Wombwell will get the ball back for a throw-in. And the Stocksbridge team have not really performed as they'd have wanted to yet. Armthorpe have equalised against Worsborough. Alfie Charlotte has scored. Ball back on the left here. Sykes launching it upfield. Charlesworth will head it forward. Headed away again in and Smythe will win that header. Smythe continuing forward with it. He's going to carry on. He's gone through. Takes a shot. Bottom corner. Connor Smythe has given Stocksbridge the lead. He's just bundled his way through about 2 to 3 Wombwell players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. Malkowski didn't really have a chance with that one. And Stocksbridge are ahead on the 42nd minute through Connor Smythe. And a lovely finish from someone who's normally playing at left back in central midfield today. And maybe I cursed it for Wombwell because a couple of minutes ago I said he's had a poor performance, and then he's gone on and done that. The Steels lead 1-0 here at Wombwell. And Wombwell will want to get back into this as soon as he can. Well, we'll go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in though. And there's a bitter afters here between Jack Tinker and Jason Paling. Paling there didn't seem too happy after that throw was given Stocksbridge's way. Paling, who is a former Steel. Paling being summoned over by referee Adam Kennard. Just a bit of chest to chest from the two. I think Adam Kennard will probably just be telling to cut it out so this doesn't go any further. And nothing will be given. I think that referee making the right choice there just to calm things down on that occasion. Louth for a head against Maltby Main. Adam Milson has scored. Following forward by Townsend. Headed away. Turner will return it. Picked on by Poole, but just goes back into defence. Knocks forward. Owen goes past him. Charles goes back, and it will be given as a handball there from Elliot Owen. And a yellow card for the defender. They're wanting more than the Wombwell sense. They will get a dangerous free kick though and a chance to equalise. Took a while for the referee to come to that decision. And now Seals, who've worked hard and managed to get the lead after not performing particularly well, might end up conceding it from this free kick. FC United are 2-0 up on Rossington Main. Jordan Buckley, the scorer. I think Sam Law's going to be the talking to with some of his protests. It's going to be on like the edge of the centre circle, this free kick. Just inside it now, is where the ball's been put. This is ideal for Sam Finlaw, who we've seen score a free kick for the Steels many years ago. Okay, so Allcroft saying, yeah, keep it up, lads, and grumpy old man, get in, lads. Can they just keep it up from this free kick? We are in the added time of the first half, and it could be back even if Stocksbridge aren't able to stop this from going in. The challenge for whoever takes it, because there's a free players though. Owen Sykes also there. So is Jordan Kershaw, who's just now moved away from it. Sykes will take it low, blocked by the wall. Oh, now it's the first man onto it. It's Jack Wilson on the left wing. Wants to beat his man, but Kay's following. Forcing Wilson back. Wilson just stumbles, and that will be a free kick as well. And now they have another chance to put the ball into the box. And Wilson just goes down after that as well. So we might have another break in play for treatment. More good news for the Barnsley fans coming out of Wombwell. Luca Connell has doubled the lead for the Tykes. That's against Huddersfield Town in a Yorkshire derby, but the only Yorkshire derby that matters at the moment is this one, and one will have a chance to put a ball into the box. Here comes the ball, hooked into the box. Headed time by Owen, but there was offside. It was called on Ollie Fear in the offside. A danger in that box. Normally he sends forward, but it has adjusted centre back, doing the Danny South career path. As it's now back with Benton Townsend for a free kick. That's basically a goal kick. Gainsborough Trinity were 1-0 down at Corby, but they have equalised through Lewis Boutroyd. As the ball launched forward, Barnett keeps it in, looking to get Morris, who tries to keep it in with his touch, though takes it out. It will be a Wombwell throw. We haven't been shown how much added time we'll get, but we are into it at the moment. 2 minutes of it have elapsed. And the ball's now back for Sykes to take a throw in, and he's going to send it back to Malkowski. Stocksbridge will just push up now. They're having to go very deep, knowing what Sykes' throw-ins are like. With the fact there's no offside from a throw-in, which is an often forgotten rule, really, with how little it's actually utilised. Barnett almost loses the ball. He gets a tackle in. It will be Stocksbridge's throw-in. He's going to quickly take it to Kay. He evades a tackle from the number 6 Steers and gets it to Turner. Switched over to Charlesworth, who brings it down to his check, being pressed though by Kershaw. Charles having some real problems, gets it to Turner, who tries to get it out to the right, but gets underneath it, and out to play it goes. Will be a Wombwell throw-in. Back now. I think it'll be thrown right back to Malkowski again. Taking the touch. Sends it out to the left. In the middle to Fearon. They're trying to get through a tackle. Got through Kay's tackle. Well, Kay trying to still harass, and then eventually does get a great work from Kay. Bolts it forward to Morris. Offside flag up, and Morris, who's been caught offside 3 times in this game. I think that's something he's going to have to address in the second half. It should be any moment now. Ball now will go back to the goalkeeper. Malkowski sending it forward, head up into the air, and that will be another free kick for Wombwell. I'm wondering where all this added time has come from. We haven't now had 4 minutes of added time in this first half, and now Wombwell have another chance, very close to the corner of the box, to get an equaliser. Finlaw will take this free kick. Okay, plenty of big options. Ollie Fearon will be your main target, you presume, from this. Ball hooked in, looking for the far post. It's over the top of everyone with Rogerson trying to get to it. Will be a goal kick. And that is the half-time whistle. The Steels haven't had the best game, but they've got the lead, and that's what matters. The 42nd minute, Connor Smythe managed to run through a few different players before tidily tucking it into the bottom corner. It's 1-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels against Wombwell Town here at the Recreation Ground. We will see you in 15 minutes for the second half. Steels make their first trip here to Nevermore Park in 15 years, looking to get their first win in Guiseley in 23 years. That last win coming though on a bank holiday Monday in August. Goals from Paul Jackson and Jeremy Illingworth getting a 2-1 win in that match. Graham Furness, though, much like in that game in 2002, watching over now as chairman rather than assistant manager. For the Steels, there's no changes from Saturday. Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Connor Smythe, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, James Morris, Sam Kay, Luke Rawson, Oliver Grezlak and Jordan Barnett. The bench is also the same: Jack Crook, Alex O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Jack Watson and Thomas Poole. Our referees today are Conor Ledgway, assisted by George Rampling and George Smith. Ball. And here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels get us underway here at Nevermore Park, wearing the claret shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from left to right, while Guiseley in the white shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left. And it's the Steels on attack with a former Guiseley player in Oliver Grezlak. Forward to James Morris, in the middle to Kay, forward looking for Grezlak, blocked though by the number 3 Ferguson and cleared away, only to Owen. Back to Charles, takes shots forward to Kay, tried the 1-2 but blocked by Emma Birchall, someone the Steels know very well from his time with Emily last year. Stocksbridge win the ball back for Turner, then one touch passing Grezlak finds Morris. Morris trying to get down the left hand side, blocked by Brown, will go back in midfield, go to Smythe, who sends one forward. top and into the back of the net. The Steels have the early lead. It's taken less than a minute, 53 seconds on the clock, and Stocksbridge are ahead. It's Stocksbridge's first lead of the season, and the first time they've scored before. 1-1 that game finished. Phil was inches away from being able to do the same against his former team. Grezlak's just been told to get back to help defend. Here comes the free kick, left-footed ball to the near post, headed away, and it's a sly shot that will be claimed at the near post by Ben Townsend. It bounced off the ground, that took all the power away from it. 25 minutes gone. Slice over to the left wing. Barnett will take it back to Smythe. Smythe down the channel, but picked up by Brown and cleared out, but only back to Smythe, who sends it forward again. Headed on by Morris. Grezlak is there again. Grezlak's going to take the shot. Not cut bar off. A flash of a shot that was right across the keeper and then right across the far post. He's against his former team, one that he only made. Keep this ball out of the net. Left footed cross. Dingling in far post. And it's touching far post, guys, we equalise. And it is Mabeka there who's got the goal. At the far post. It's one. Stocksbridge penalised for giving that foul away on the right wing. Right for the ball into the middle, head to the edge of the area to Buchan, urge to shoot, takes a shot. Great save Townsend, another corner kick coming. Take it 1-1. But Stocksbridge, could they just try and nick one before the break? They are pushing in that sort of fashion at the moment. 42 Rawson, who holding up the ball in the box. Back to Charlesworth, takes the touch. Cross going into the middle, headed away to the edge of the area. Kay will get it. Kay on his left foot takes a shot right at the keeper. We see Turner. Here it comes, right footed, high, looking for that far post. Gundry has to chase it as it goes over him on the right hand side. Hasn't got any support for it. Keeps it in. Goes down the right, Gundry, a little bit more pace than you expect him. Put it towards the near post. Goes into the middle. Turner's wanting the shot. Drill shot. Great save. And it's going to go all the way to the right hand side. Kept in. Lafudu will pick it up and tries to get it to the right. Finds Brown. Big ball forward. Charlesworth will read it. And back to Townsend it will go, who will be jeered. Sends it upfield. Rasping, curling in the air. Gundry midfield will head it on. And still going to touch onto it. Appeals for a handball from Morrison. Not given. Now Birchall. They got it. And there's no one going to Birchall because Charlesworth is out of position. Birchall into the box. Across the 6 yard area. Cleared. Edge of the area. João Silva. Deflected shot. Townsend saves. Here comes the ball of far post. That one. Owen with the header. Headed off the line. It's still in the 6 yard area. Keeper claims it. I think there'd have been appeals for a foul if that had gone in. Owen did seem to be on the back of his defender, but guys five. Now Gownsey on the counter attack. Look for Fewless. Charlesworth picks it out and defends. Now outside the foot, look for Barnett, and it's a great ball to Barnett. Barnett goes towards the edge of the area, puts the ball in, goes towards Morris. Morris takes a shot, deflected, and over the bar. Another corner for Stocksbridge. 2 great chances in the matter of minutes for the Steels. Now it goes to Smythe. Smythe forward to Grezlak, looking for Barney, but cleared out to Turner. Turner sideways to Kay, back to Smythe, forward to Grezlak, who turns. Grezlak, great turn. Morris peeling up, but Grezlak's going on his own, takes a shot, and it's going to be saved at the near post by Cracknell. And Grezlak maybe could have slipped the pass in for Morris, but instead went on his own. Didn't really have the power, but Cracknell had to be at full stretch to save it anyway. Ball forward, headed on. Here comes Fewless, who brings it down into the corner flag. Being followed by Owen, trying to get it back. Back to Buchan. Buchan, who takes the touch, lays off here for Birchall. Birchall, one-on-one with Smythe. Smythe trying not to get the foul in. Flash ball across, palmed away by Townsend. Now Lafudu. Ball back into the middle, and it's going to be a claim for a corner that is given. It's what Stocksbridge did quite well at Whitby to Donald Chimalio. If they can do it well to Fewless, they'll do all right today. Because Owen can only head it backwards. Charlesworth heads it forward again. Bowen heads it right back. Birchall on the left. Here comes a chance for Geisley. Player on the floor takes a shot over the bar. Corner kick, it took a deflection. To defend. Comes the corner kick. Far post, head away by Gundry. First man onto it will be Hopper. Hopper out to Birchall. Birchall gets the right to Ferguson. Ferguson, good cross into the middle. Headed on though by Bowen. It's wide of the goal. And so guys, they're out doing well in this second half. Gundry will get to it. Gundry hoofs it out. Poole brings it down. Poole turns. Looking for the run of Marshall. Well brought down by Ferguson. Marshall gets a foot in and he's got the advantage there. Forward to Crook. Crook with the finish in the middle. Watson is blocked and then cleared. Back to Turner. Goes to Barnett. That should have been 2-1. Another big chance at the end for the Steels. To Barnett. Now back to Turner. In the middle to Watson. Trying to get the 1-2. Blocked. And now it's here with the 14 of Jack Emmett. Back into Birchall. Who'll carry it forward. Into the middle. Blocking. There's a free kick to Geisley. Cracknell. Is this going to be it for the game? We are in the 4 minutes of 3 minutes at a time. Ball switched. A lot of players have gone down. It's given Stocksbridge's way. 50-50 where it's quickly taken to Watson now, who can go one-on-one with Brown, trying to get past, shrugged off by Ollie Brown, and Watson, who's not had a great game. And that is it for this one. It's 1-1 here at Nevermore Park. Ollie Grejlak scored after 52 seconds for the Steels. It was a really good goal from him, but then on the Steels make their first trip here to Nevermore Park in 15 years, looking to get their first win in Geisley in 23 years. That last win coming though on a bank holiday Monday in August. Goals from Paul Jackson and Jeremy Illingworth getting a 2-1 win in that match. Graham Furness, though, much like in that game in 2002, watching over now as chairman rather than assistant manager. For the Steels, there's no changes from Saturday. Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Connor Smythe, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, James Morris, Sam Kay, Luke Rawson, Oliver Grejlak and Jordan Barnett. The bench is also the same. Jack Crook, Alex O'Connor, Tommy Marshall, Jack Watson and Thomas Poole. Our referees there, Conor Ledgway, assisted by George Rampling and George Smith. Ball. And here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels get us underway here at Nevermore Park, wearing the claret shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from left to right, while Geisley in the white shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left. And it's the Steels on the top with a former Geisley player in Oliver Grejlak. Forward to James Morris, in the middle to Kay, forward looking for Grejlak, blocked though by the number 3 Ferguson and cleared away, only to Owen. Back to Charles, takes shots forward to Kay, tried the 1-2 but blocked by Emma Birchall, someone the Steels know very well from his time with Emily last year. Stocksbridge win the ball back for Turner, then one touch passing Grejlak finds Morris. Morris trying to get down the left hand side, blocked by Brown, will go back in midfield, go to Smythe, who sends one forward. To the top and into the back of the net, the Steels have the early lead. It's taken less than a minute, 53 seconds on the clock, and Stocksbridge are ahead. It's Stocksbridge's first lead of the season, and the first time they've scored before. 1-1 that game finished. Phil was inches away from being able to do the same against his former team. Grejlak's just been told to get back to help defend. Here comes the free kick, left footed ball to the near post, headed away, and it's a sly shot that will be claimed at the near post by Ben Townsend. It bounced off the ground, that took all the power away from it. 25 minutes gone. Slice over to the left wing. Barnett will take it back to Smythe. Smythe down the channel, but picked up by Brown and cleared out, but only back to Smythe, who sends it forward again. Headed on by Morris. Grejlak is there again. Grejlak's going to take the shot. No, not cut far off. A flash of a shot that was right across the keeper and then right across the far post. He's against his former team, one that he only made. Ryan, keep this ball out of the net. Left footed cross. Dingling in far post. And it's touching far post. Geisley equalised. And it is Mabecca there who's got the goal. at the far post. It's one Stocksbridge penalised for giving that foul away on the right wing.
Right for the ball into the middle, into the edge of the area to Buchan, urge to shoot, takes a shot. Great save Townsend, another corner kick coming.
Make it 1-1. But Stocksbridge, could they just try and nick one before the break? They are pushing in that sort of fashion at the moment. 42 Rawson, who holding up the ball in the box. Back to Charlesworth, takes the touch. Cross going into the middle, headed away to the edge of the area. Kay will get it. Kay on his left foot takes a shot right at the keeper. We see Turner. Here it comes, right-footed, high, looking for that far post. Gundry has to chase it as it goes over him on the right-hand side. Hasn't got any support for it. Keeps it in. Goes down the right, Gundry, a little bit more pace than you expect him. Put it towards the near post. Goes into the middle. Turner's wanting the shot. Drilled shot, great save! And it's going to go all the way to the right-hand side. Kept in. Lafudu will pick it up and tries to get it to the right. Finds Brown. Big ball forward. Charlesworth will read it. And back to Townsend it will go, who will be jeered. Sends it upfield. Rasping, curling in the air. Gundry midfield will head it on. And Silver got a touch onto it. Appeals for a handball from Morrison. Not given. Now Birchall. They got it. And there's no one going to Birchall because Charlesworth is out of position. Birchall into the box, across the 6-yard area, cleared, edge of the area, João Silva, deflected shot, Townsend saves. Here comes the ball, the far post, that one. Owen with the header, headed off the line, it's still in the 6-yard area, keeper claims it. I think there'd have been appeals for a foul if that had gone in. Owen did seem to be on the back of his defender, but guys 5, now Gownsy on the counter attack, look for Fewless, Charlesworth picks it out and defends. Now outside the foot, look for Barnett, and it's a great ball to Barnett. Barnett goes towards the edge of the area, puts the ball in, goes towards Morris. Morris takes a shot, deflected, and over. Hello. Hello, and welcome back to the commentary of this FA Cup match between Wombwell Town and Stocksbridge Park Seals. It's 1-0 to the Steels, and the game has just got underway for the second half. I'm Adam Allcroft. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire Limited. And Seals have got us underway here in the yellow shirt, blue shorts, blue socks, going from left to right. Poole is harassing. It's Fury, he's got it, puts a ball in the middle, but claimed by the goalkeeper. And back with Malkowski now. It's Wombwell, who's the all red kits, kicking from right to left. Gundry heads the ball back. Return though. Steele's looking to hold on to this 1-goal lead and hopefully expand on it as the ball comes bouncing towards us. But we'll go into the stand now. We'll go through the teams for you shortly. As Stocksbridge have the throw in front of us, Tom Charlesworth. In the middle to Smythe, out to Gundry. Left foot forward, Lote, as Barnett does not get that one cleanly, and just going to go back to Gundry now. Wombwell not able to make the most of that mistake. Back with Townsend. As there is a goal at Hillsborough, Zan Vipotnik has put Swansea ahead against Sheffield Wednesday. Back with Tinker to Gundry, forward to Barnett. Flip ball forward, and it's a good ball. Oh, but no one can get onto it. I think maybe Morris was offside, that's why he didn't rush onto it. Did raise his flag as a linesman. So he throws it out to Palin. So let's go through the teams for you now. Let's go through it first. For Wombwell, it's Sebastian Malkowski in goal, then Jason Paling, Niall Smith, Sam Finlaw, Ollie Fearon, Jack Steers, Charlie Rogerson, Jack Wilson, Jamal Stewart, Jordan Korsher, and Owen Sykes. The bench is Judar Smith, Josh McKay, and Eddie Agnew. Ooh. For the Steels, it's Ben Townsend in goal, then Tom Charlesworth, Jack Tinker, Curtis Turner, Elliot Owen, Jazz Gundry, Connor Smythe, Sam Kay, James Morris, Thomas Poole and Jordan Barnett, as a goal kick is given to Wombwell. James Morris wanted it the other way, and that's what the fans behind the goal are appealing for as well. Workington have got one back against Stalybridge. David Symington, the scorer. It's still on for a cup set for step 4 Stocksbridge though. Whitby Town are leading 2-0 against Lancaster City as well. Ball going forward here for Stocksbridge, but back in the defence. Kay looking to win it, but loses out to Rogerson, but then Turner comes away, slide tackle, gets it away from him onto the right wing for Wombwell, back in the middle for Finlaw, over the top for Jamal Stewart to chase. Gundry trying to just block it. Kershaw's going to come away with it, but he got the touch, goes away from him and goes out for, it's been given as a corner kick. That is a surprise. I would have been convinced that one was a goal kick, but now it will, Wombwell will have the chance early on in this half. Aversley Wrecker 2-0 down at Wakefield. Tom Hinton, the scorer. Wakefield have had a tricky start and a new manager already. Ball forward, right foot across into the middle. Headed towards goal by Fearon, but well off target. Will be a goal kick. And Charles Townsend happy to take a bit of time with it as Charles returns the ball to him. So back with Townsend, chips it over the top to Charles, brings it down well, in the middle to Turner, knocked over for Poole, brings it into the middle, space is opening up, Thomas Poole doesn't go with the runner Barnett, instead goes by himself, we'll have the men back, but back to Kay on the right, Charles an overlap option, is he going to use it? Yes he does, but Charles just pegs it back, left footed ball into the middle, shot near post, saved by Malkowski, back to Charlesworth, into the corner flag, and he allowed it to go out for a corner kick. So back with Barnett now, who's got big options in the box, but they're a big enough side themselves. As Barnett high over the top of everyone, but Owen will look to edit, put it back across the middle, and there's Gundry. It's in the back of the net. Jazz Gundry gets his first Steels goal. It's a set piece routine from the training ground. Barnett loops it over everyone, but Elliot Owen heads it back across, and from within the 6-yard area, Jazz Gundry heads in. It's 2-0 to the Steels, with the big, massive defender on loan from Sherwood, Collery, getting the goal. And well, it's the first time Stocksbridge have scored from a corner this season, a speciality from last year. They'll be happy to finally get that goal now. Well, look like they've made a substitution here, which I'll get for you in a moment. It looks like Josh McKay has come on, but Tinker's going forward. Stocksbridge are attacking again. Tinker got an overlap of Barnett, said he's going to go on the right, cross in the middle, looking for Poole, whose header loops over the bar. Stocksbridge full of confidence now. Substitution is Niall Smith has gone off to be replaced by Josh McKay. And the ball goes forward here with Kershaw out to the right, but well won by Tinker. Looks like a different Stocksbridge team in this second half, much improved from the fairly poor performance in the first. Out to the right, ball crossed and blocked, and we'll have a throw in on the right hand side. Stocksbridge have got that 2-goal cushion again against Workington. Ellis Horan, the latest scorer. And Basford have equalised against the big money Hensford. Jordan Hallam, the man with the goal. Long throw from Owen Sykes, goes all the way in and headed towards goal, but there's a foul with Owen being pushed over in the box. It's the first time the Steels have scored 2 goals in a game this season. Only scored 2 goals all season up to today. Last one came in that game on Monday against Guiseley. Oliver Grejlak scoring after 52 seconds. Not in the lineup today though. Townsend will send that ball forward, chested down by Poole, and Charles will get forward. Look for Kay, who just bounced up on the air on him. He's being harassed all the way and he loses the ball. Poole gets a bit of confusion. Kay gets the last touch. It's going to be Wombwell throwing as Umfup have taken the lead against Worsbridge. Baslow has scored, and Nostelmine as well for losing to Leeds UFCA. Omer Sanyang, the man with the goal. Ball goes forward here. Stewart holding up well, back to Finlaw, who gets it on his right, switches it over on the right hand side, trying to bring it down, but Tinker having a great game today, and Tinker just going to turn out of it and carry on himself, and then he gets a bit of a trip on him. Stocksbridge have the free kick. Whitby have had a red card in their game against Lancaster City. Alex Nelson, the man giving his marching orders. 54 minutes gone here, and it's 2-0 to Stocksbridge Park Steels. Back with Townsend now for this free kick. Townsend now will right-footed send the ball forward, looking for Morris, but only head up into the air by the defender. Barnett will try to get forward, but returned again, and Hailing fighting for it, gets it into a midfielder, and it's cleared away. Stewart tries to get it, but Gowndry climbed all over the top of him. Heads it out, will be a Wombwell throw-in. Well, Grumpy Old Man and Sue Allcroft commenting. Grumpy Old Man saying, "Keep it up, lads," and Sue Allcroft going, "Brilliant, lads, don't let your guard down. 3 is a lucky number." As Charles don't get his header right there, it's forced him out sideways, and Charles has been forced backwards at the moment. Been good pressing here from McKay, the substitute, back into his own corner flag at the moment, and then he tries to knock it off. McKay does do so, will be a Stockbridge throw-in right by the flag. Chesterfield have got one back against Crawley. Duffy the scorer. And Everton a 3-1 up on Wolves. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. Ball going forward, and Barnett tried to get onto it, and in the end it goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Frickley are 2-0 up on unbeaten Penistone Church. Luis Afonso Ferreira, the latest scorer. Charles has been told to get a few yards back. A bit of a wry smile on the former Penistone defender's face. 40k. Back to Charles, who clipped it forward, headed away and over the top, and collected well by Wilson. Back to Finlaw. Tries to get it right, but Tinker wins it. First time pass forward, but that's cleared away by Steers. Back it goes here to Palin. It's a good run forward, but it strides just a bit too far. Allows Gowndry just to clear it away and out for a throw-in. Wombwell doing a good run down the right wing, and they've earned a corner out of it. Quickly taken throw and just caught off the Stocksbridge defence for a second. So a big chance now for Wombwell to get back into this game. Owen Sykes is over to take it. Lots of men in the box from to aim at. Left foot forward, goes into the box. Townsend can only get a punch onto it. Stewart was the man stopping him getting any movement on. And a corner kick's given. Stocksbridge are insisting it's a goal kick. They're saying it come off Stewart's last, but it will in fact be another corner. Finlaw will to take this one from the left-hand side. Stewart is once again on it. Stewart and Sam Kay having a bit of a tussle in the box there, and as that corner's taken, the referee has spotted it and he's not having any more of it. So it'll be a tug-to between the two players. Will be another the corner will be taken again. Here comes the corner, looking for the far post. Headed away by Gundry and then booted away by Morris. Barnett having a good tussle. Now he'll go loose. Header out, looking for Poole. McKay with a key clearance. Well headed by Smythe. Over to Kay. Gets out left to Morris. Morris back to Kay. Kay taking it forward. Forward looking for Morris. Flicked it on, back up and collected by the number 8 Wilson. Back it goes to Malkowski. Fist forward. Blocked by Smythe. Out now to Morris. Looking for Kay. Kay's got it on the left hand side. He's going forward. Not really had anyone pressing him up to now. Kay putting the ball in. No one's there for it. Easily headed away by Sykes. Back out towards Smythe. Smythe finds Tinker. Tinker charging forward. Crossing the middle over the top of everyone. And out for, well, it's going to go out for a throw in on this far side. And it's going to be another Wombwell substitute. Looks like Eddie Agnew is the man about to head on. She's about to see who's heading off. It looks like it will be Charlie Rochester, who didn't expect to start today, but had to come into. Rochester looked like he was heading off, but no. Instead, he's being told to stay there, and he will actually be replaced by Jamal Stewart. So Stewart will be replaced with Eddie Agnew, replacing him. So the veteran Eddie Agnew makes way on as Wombwell look to get back into this one. Ooh. Burnley had equalised against Man United through Lyle Foster, but Man United back ahead through Brian Mbeumo. 2-1 at Old Trafford. What 2-1? Burnley. FC United are also 3-0 up at Rossington. Jordan Buckley scorer. The ball is bouncing on the edge of the area for Wombwell on the Stocksbridge there, and Wombwell won by Barnett. Stocksbridge on the attack with Charlesworth. Out to Poole. Poole floats back to Charlesworth. Forward towards Barnett. Tried to get back. Well blocked by McKay. Not sure how much he knew about it. Finlaw's on it. Getting it forward now to Agnew. Agnew holding onto the ball. Back into Paling. Paling, who will boot it forward, and well headed to the right, and will be collected here by Wilson, but Turner fighting for it. Now it's Agnew on the ball, and here come Wombwell, but Agnew just gets a bit loose with it, and Gundry able to claim. Gundry's just holding him off in that corner flag area, and then fouled by Kershaw. So Stocksbridge will get the ball back as they will have wanted to. Our marker's gone. 2-0 to the Steels here, going to plan for Stocksbridge. And now Townsend will get the chance as we enter the last half hour of this game. Ball going forward. Headed back into the midfield and being pressed here. And here come Wombwell forward. Kershaw though losing it to Turner. Kershaw gets it back. Kershaw continuing forward. Kay misses a tackle. Kershaw forward. Charlesworth gets the foot in and gets it away. Headed on. Barnett trying to get to it, but cleared away by Steers. Forward to Finlaw. Finlaw going down the right. In middle to Wilson. Wilson tries to switch. It's going to be behind McKay. McKay's chasing to keep it in and will boot it forward, but no one's there for him. And Charlesworth will collect it. Charlesworth, ball forward. Poole here has got it. I think it's beat the offside trap, but no, it hasn't. Barnett puts the ball in and no one's there for it anyway, but I just wondered if maybe they had, because it looked like Ollie Fearon was about 3 yards behind everyone else. So for a second I thought maybe Wombwell just haven't got their line quite right, but the linesman says nope, they did. Got a big scoreline happening over in the FA Cup. Corn are winning 6-0 against Sherwood Colliery. Hello Scott Thompson, still listening from Turkey. Come on boys. Poole trying to get back in field over the top of Smythe though. Smythe will get it. Looking to take it forward. It's in the middle now to Barnett, who touches loose, and he gives it out to Rogerson, who gets a foul off Barnett as well. Free kick to Wombwell. Quickly taken, looking for Agnew. Townsend comes out, heads it away on the edge of his area. Out to the middle, and Wilson will lose out on that ball. Back with Finlaw, who's going to recycle it. Out to the right to Paling. Paling, first touch pass, and looking for Kershaw, well cleared by Gundry. Will go all the way out, back for Malkowski, who takes it to feet. Obviously Rekoff 3-0 down to Wakefield. Durham District are taking lead against Ilkley, but now Ilkley are 2-1 up. All forward past Agnew, who looking for a free kick for a push from Charlesworth, not given it by our referee today, Adam Kennard. Back to Owen, going forward to Morris, to Charlesworth on the overlap. Can he keep it in? No! Oh, a controversial one for the referee. I thought that had stayed in. And the referee linesman says otherwise. Stocksbridge well known to that controversy. Ball looked like it had gone out of play. Everyone in the ground thought it had. And then Charles, I think, for his appeal, for his frustration, is being given a yellow card for dissent. Or is it for kicking the ball away? I think maybe. That is a yellow card for Tom Charlesworth. Forward. In the middle, going towards Kershaw, but Turner Winter goes forward and into the middle where it's won by Sykes. Looking for an option. Out to the left, and it will go out for a throw-in. An interesting one. I've got a note down here from football web pages that the note that it was Tom Charlesworth who had got the yellow card in the 45th minute for the Steels. I don't think it was, because if it was, that would have been his second booking he should have just got. Into Turner, back to Charlesworth. Ball over the top, and I think the offside trap got beat there. Barnett gets it. Morris in the middle, looking for Kay. Cleared away, and it's going to be back now with McKay. And then Barnett's won it back. Barnett into the box. Can he find Morris? Barnett, look for Morris, blocked out for a corner kick. Barnett looks frustrated he couldn't get an assist out of that. FC United now 4-0 up on Rossington Main. Their big day at home to the big step-free side is not working out as they would have wanted to, but it's working out for Trafford. They've just equalised against Stockton Town. McKenna Bradshaw, the scorer. Back with Barnett. Left foot into the box. A good corner headed away. I think the keeper's annoyed that he didn't get a chance. Pull puts it back in. Flicked on by Morris over the bar. Will be a goal kick. 65 minutes gone in this game. Back for Malkowski. Forward, and Tinker's going to wrestle for it. He can't get to it. Goes back to Palin, who looks to send it down the channel. And Fearon has gone into centre forward now, which is his more normal position, and he's now in the corner flag, wanting a free kick, but ends up just losing the ball. But back in the field goes Finlaw, takes it. Thought about the shot, loses possession for a second, gets it back, moves on to the right-hand side. Out to right to Paling, and back to Finlaw. Looking to gets it to Rogerson, going to get forward, gets to Fearon, but then he loses the ball and cleared away. All the way it's going to go, and then Wombwell will get it back. Back to Finlaw, we will hit the diagonal. Townsend's coming to claim it. Good claim, Townsend. Quickly out by Townsend, looking for the runner pool. It's going to be well ahead of Malkowski out of his box. Will just return it into midfield. Palin picks it up on the right. Not a great touch by Palin, but he does keep it in. Into middle, looking for Fearon. Fearon holding it up. Gundry trying to tackle him. We'll go out for a Wombwell throw. And it will be a long throw from Owen Sykes. It's 20 plus minutes for Wombwell to keep their FA Cup dreams alive. First time in the competition this year. They've done very well to get this far, but they don't want that journey to end just yet. Sykes throwing into the box. Townsend claims it again. It's really good goalkeeping from him. Lancaster City have got one back against 10-man Whitby Town. Jim Craig the scorer. Well, that with Charlesworth. In middle to Turner, out back to Kay. Takes the touch. In middle to Turner. Middle to Smythe, gets it back out to Kay. Kay trying to get forward, deflects and hits the Wombwell Town sign on the stand right above us. And quite nice, it bounced back out right. And Stocksbridge are going to make some substitutes. Sam Kay's hanging it off. He's going to be replaced by Alex O'Connor. Looks like Jack Watson and Tommy Marshall's going to make their way on as well. Tommy Marshall coming on for the number 9. James Morris and Jordan Barnett also making his way off. So the triple substitution for Stocksbridge. I imagine Thomas Poole will head into centre forward with Marshall on the right and Watson on the left. So Worsborough have equalised against Armthorpe. Ben Pike has scored. Another former Steel reserve. And Leeds UFCA have gone 2-0 on Noston Miners Welfare. Junaid Cassius Gill, the score of Leeds UCFA. Charles are forward to Watson. Knocked on looking for Marshall. Almost got there. Sykes hits it back to Watson. Watson takes a shot just over. Not decent from Watson, who almost got the winner against Guiseley. It was cleared off the line just before he could get to it. They had a decent effort from long range. Hensford a 2-1 up on Basford. Akeem Rose has scored his second of the game. Ball going forward from Wombwell. Agnew heads it on. Owen will head it back to Agnew. Takes it down the chest, but goes forward, and Wombwell just trying to get some space through Kershaw, being first back to Finlaw. Gets out on the right, looking for Paling on the right wing. Over the top of Watson. Paling puts in the middle, but Tinker back to defend and gets out, finds Watson. Stocksbridge looking to pass the way out of it towards Turner now. Turner to Watson. Back it goes to Turner. Turner will now switch it over to Owen. Owen takes the touch and over now to Charlesworth. Looking for Marshall in the overlap, but good tackle by McKay, and it will be a throw-in. So Charlesworth will have the throw-in. Burnley have equalised against Manchester United. Jaden Anthony, the scorer. As McKay has cleared it, back to Turner. Over to O'Connor, who flicks on but blocked. And now it's Agnew on the ball. Back into defence. Over to Steers. Carrying it forward, ball going long, and will just be there for Townsend to claim. 71 minutes gone in this game. Stocksbridge controlling it well as we are now in the last 20 minutes. Ball over the top by Charlesworth. And it will be tracked by Sykes. Watson challenge for it. Watson will get it, but then it just goes out after his touch and it will be a goal kick. Injured opponents on Saturday are Stockton, and at the moment it does look like they are going to have a tricky replay at home to Trafford to deal with on Tuesday night. As it will go forward and head away. Marshall will flick it onto Poole, who misses the header. That allows Finlaw to get onto it. Gets out the right to Pilling. And Pilling will control back to Finlaw, who sends it forward here to the 14. And then tackled, and Watson will have it, but he almost loses the ball, keeps it. Back now to Tinker, who takes it forward. Gets a tackle and it'll go out to play for a, well, it'll be a free kick actually before it goes out for a throw-in. So Stocksbridge will have a free kick in a say. It's just Steele's just controlling things at the moment. Well, Guiseley, they're going to be going through. They're 4-1 up on Warrington Rhinelands now. Longbottom has scored his second of the game. So Townsend will take this free kick just inside the half-a line. Although into the box. Owen was free if it had made it to him, but clear for it to get to. Oh, it's Smythe going down the right wing now. Got help with Marshall behind him. Slips Smythe and appeals for a handball. And it's bounced off the corner flag before going out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Smythe not getting on with the pitch on that occasion. Back now with Charlesworth. A few options, but not taking any. Charles is happy to be slow. Finds Marshall in the end. Got a man on him, but then gets Charlesworth. Charlesworth puts a low cross in just behind Watson, cleared away. O'Connor fighting for it. O'Connor gets a touch looking for Marshall, but then goes back and cleared away. Only back to O'Connor though, now to Charlesworth. Forward to O'Connor, who gets it out towards Poole. Poole looking for O'Connor. O'Connor takes a shot over the bar. Alex O'Connor, who did score against Wombwell in the Sheffield Senior Cup match. Had a chance to do so again here, but sent it well over the bar. Back it goes here for Malkowski going forward. And Josh McKay is fighting for Eddie Agnew fighting the ball and earning a free kick for Wombwell. Here in the 74th minute. Could cause some nerves as Cleethorpes are looking like they're going to be one of the upsets of the round because they are losing 3-0 against Carlton. Ashley Chambers is scoring his second of the game. Finlaw with the ball into the box. Over the top of everyone, but completely free is McKay. Puts the ball back in. Gundry blocked it. He closed down quickly. Marshall got a foot in and it's going to go out for a Wombwell throw. And, well, we know what this means. It means Owen Sonic's coming over and launching it like a javelin. We all know how it... And with the way this ground is set up, he's got a hell of a run up on this left-hand side. Yep, it runs about 15 yards, and with a bit of speed and spin, it goes in. And there's a header, and there it goes in. Wombwell have one back. Didn't see who got the final touch. Townsend's not happy. He claims there's a push on him. I think it might have been Ollie Fearon with that goal, and Wombwell have got one back, and it's going to be a grandstand finish here. Yeah. With 15 minutes to go. Steele, who've missed a couple of chances going forward and look very comfortable for a lot of it, they'll be cursing now because with the way those long throws in particular go in. So Charlie Rogerson has just headed off and to be replaced by the former Steele's reserve, Judar Smith. Stocksbridge will want to get that ball forward. They want that 2-goal advantage back. Tinker, slice ball, gives it back, and Steele's just a bit shaky coming on the off here. Wombwell have a bit more fire about him now, but the ball is boomed down. It goes to Townsend. Townsend will launch it forward. And it could go all the way to Watson here. Bounces awkwardly, but just bounces too high for him. Back from Malkowski. Sending it forward. Gundry heads it away to Finlaw. Takes it down on the chest. And the right. Could break through here. Here comes a tackle in. And there's appeals for a penalty. And it's Millie's been given a free kick the other way. It was Kershaw about to break through, I believe. And a well-timed tackle from Elliot Owen stopping him. Eddie Agnew and Jalen Kershaw combining as the rain is starting to come down quite a bit here. Steele's a bit nervous here, but they've got the free kick as they're looking for this clock to tick down further. 77.5 minutes gone. Workington have gotten back against Stalybridge. Stephen Riggers scored 3-2 to Stalybridge now. Here come Townsend, sending the ball, but he's just sliced it. Watson can't keep it in, and it will be right back with Wombwell, who have got all the confidence and momentum now. Gundry head it away in middle, and then Turner will just hoof it forward, but it's back to be a Wombwell throw-in. God, Corner having a hell of a day. They're 7-0 up on Sherwood Colliery. Simeon Coburn, the scorer. Although then Stocksbridge clear it away by another Wombwell throw-in, but still deep. And with Paley. Paley launch it forward, chest it down. It's going to be another long throw. He won't have the same sort of run up from the right wing, but this is how Stocksbridge did concede just a few minutes ago. And it's where they're going to need to be at their best once again. Comes long throw into the box. Good header away by Gundry. Goes back to the right hand side. Big summer shot. Well wide in the end. It looked like it could have been closer than it was. Goal kick for the Steels. But Wombwell are looking better than they ever have done in this game at the moment. Durham District are 2-1 up on Ilkley Town. Owen Fields and the scorer. That Ilkley lead was actually down. We thought they had was actually down to an input error. Wombwell having that massive playoff final against them last year. Ball going forward from Townsend, headed away and flicked on, but out to play for a Stocksbridge throw-in by Eddie Agnew. The last touch it came from. Obviously, just needs to try and keep that ball away from their box at the moment. Charles Huff happy to take his time now as the Steels look to wind this one up. Bad memories of Prestwich Hayes away a few weeks ago. Charles launched forward, pull up to flit it on, and it's going to go out to play. It's going to be given a Stocksbridge throw-in. As the rain just drifting into the stand a bit here. Sunderland have equalised against Brentford. Enzo Lefay scored from the spot, while Sheffield Wednesday are 2-0 down at against Swansea. Pereira Martins the scorer for the Swans. Charles with the throw-in. Can the Steels get their 2-goal advantage back? And to O'Connor. Flicked into the middle, headed back. Finlaw will get it now. But he is closed down and he'll get out a press from 2 players. Finlaw launching it long. Owen, little deflection took, and Gundry tries to get the tackle in. Eddie Agnew's going free. Eddie Agnew 1-on-1 to Kershaw, and the shot's over the bar. It should be 2-2. It's been given as a corner. It's going to be a corner kick for Wombwell here. Not sure about that decision. The Steel's defence are not happy about it. But it's actually have a set piece to defend. And Owen Sykes will go over to take this one. From left, here comes the ball, looking for the far post, headed back in towards the area, but it's a side netting. 81.5 minutes gone. Corn are now 8-0 up on Sherwood Colliery. 8-0. So I don't think Sherwood are coming back. If it does, I think there'll be a story of the round, to be honest. But ball going forward, headed away though by Palin, flicked on. Gundry can only head out towards Turner. Turner out towards Charles Huff down the channel, and Poole will get it here on the right wing. He's got Watson in the middle. Poole running at his man. Poole's looking for Watson. Watson with a shot, just wide. Steels had the big chance there to have the 2-goal advantage restored. Watson curling that close range finish wide of the post. As the rain is starting to really come down now. Ball going forward. Headed away by Owen to Smythe, back in the middle to Turner. Turner looking over the top for Tommy Marshall. Tommy Marshall's got the pace on McKay. Marshall hasn't got the help there now, gets it now with O'Connor. Back to Marshall, ball into the box to Charlesworth, who is lofting one high, but he's going to be easily claimed by Milkowski. Steele need to get back into position quickly. Charlesworth still well up the pitch, but it goes forward. Owen not comfortable there as he gets it away. Steels haven't had to defend a lead like this, and it is kind of showing as Charlesworth gives away a silly foul. So it'll be free kick, 83 minutes gone. Finlaw will take the free kick. Finlaw takes it short, then gets it back. Finlaw continue it, goes with the overlap there to McKay. McKay puts the ball near post, cleared away by Smythe. It will bounce out for a throw-in, and we know what's coming. It's the long throw-in of Owen Sykes, which caused that goal back. It's one of the best long throws you'll see in non-league. I remember when the Carlton players had a very impressive one. This is another one of the another top quality one. Here comes the long throw right into the middle area. High header over the bar. Ollie Fearon again. He is the man who is causing problems from these long throws, but he nods it just over the bar. Remains 2-1 to the Steels. So Townsend switching it over to his right hand side. He knows the game. It's the first time Steele's had to hold on to a lead into the dying moments. It's a real test for him. Ball going forward, looking for Poole, headed away into the middle. It's gone by Judar Smith, who turns, gets it down to the left wing here. To Kershaw in the middle, looking for the overlap, but it's overhit and out for a throw-in. Currently on the 85th minute we're about to have, and here comes Jack Crook on for the Steels. He's going to be replacing, I think, Thomas Poole, who made his first start of the season today. Crook's going to be used as a bit of a target man, it seems like, as Stocksbridge look to hold this game out. Crook, who himself has had big chances at the end of both these games, both Guiseley and Warrington Rylands, so he might get a chance at all. Played in the Bowler League last season on Sky Sports. Charlesworth has the throw-in. Sends the ball downfield. It's looking for Crook, who heads it on well, but it is going to end up going out for a Wombwell throw-in. Sykes will take the throw-in. It's going to be as good as a long kick, a goal kick, this throw. As Ray chucking it down well now and goes forward, headed on. Owen will head it away, not cleanly though. Turner trying to get the header, brings it down, hooks it away to Crook, who flicks on for Marshall to try and chase onto, but it'll go back to be a Wombwell throw-in. 86 minutes on the clock. Ball going back to Malkowski. Poor ball there, gets it to Watson. He hasn't really controlled it very well, and he's now going to, but he gets past Paling. Now gets past another man, but then well in from the field. But then Marsh goes in, and that is a dangerous challenge from Jack Wilson that's being penalised. I think it's the intent of the tackle from Wilson that has cost him there. He didn't have any contact on the player, but that is a thing. It seems like referees are penalising now. If you go in feet down, slide tackle, not where near the player, even if you don't touch the player, you're probably going to get yourself a telling off, and sometimes in the book, but he's not going to be in the book. Turner with this free kick. Got Watson on his left free. Ted Turner's going to take it short here to Smythe. Smythe takes a long range shot right at Malkowski. Nice little routine, but just didn't have the direction on it. Malkowski picks its floor, sends it long. Gundry's looking to get onto it, flicked on. Charles will read it, Townsend shouts for it, and he will take the ball. 87 minutes gone now. Ball going forward, looking for Jack, but it's headed behind by one of the Wombwell players, McKay, the header, and it will be a Stocksbridge throw-in in that corner area. It's where they'll want it. Huddersfield have got one back against Barnsley. Taylor, the scorer. 3-1 at Oakwell. So Charles have taken his time with it. We feel like we've not condemned it when other teams have done it to us in recent weeks, so we can get away with it now. Charles throwing it here towards Marshall, back to Charles. Open some space, then to Smythe, but it's blocked, and now a counter opportunity's on for Wombwell. On the left hand side, Judah Smith tries to get past his man, but well blocked off by Owen. It's a throw into Wombwell. Back it goes here for McKay to take. McKay will now let it go for Sykes. Stocksbridge will have to take a few steps back knowing this throw-in's coming in. Launching it forward. Head away by Owen, and Marshall get it back to the corner. It clears it away. It's going to go back to Sykes, who will control it. Crook pressing back into defence here with Jack Steers, who will switch it. So not a bad switch here. Head it back into the middle. Turner will get it away and get away to Smythe. Now back with Finlaw now. Out to the right, flipped on and into the middle, and Wombwell going forward. Good side tackle from Smythe. Tinker moves into the middle, ball forward, and Marshall will chase, but it's just going to go back to Malkowski. Taking the touch, Malkowski, and then upfield it will go. Oh, and Gundry will head it away, but it goes out for a throw-in just inside Wombwell's half. Well, there isn't going to be a replay between Stockton and Trafford because Trafford have won it in the last minute. Kingston Fligg, the scorer. Ball looping into the middle. Could be a replay here, but no, it's headed over by Eddie Agnew. That was a big chance. Back with Townsend now. As time now ticks over to the 90th minute. We'll have to look see if we get any, what out of time we do get. Hasn't been many major stoppages, so I imagine we'll be around the 4 or 5 minute mark. So Charles has the throw it. Launch forward. Crook will head it on. Marshall trying to get touch, but it was a high foot, but he does get it to Crook on the right hand side. Watson's in the middle. Finds Watson. Watson with a touch. That's game over. The Steels are 3-1 up, and they should be in the next round of the FA Cup up. Watson gets in it in the closing in on the last few minutes. Controversial though, Tommy Marshall had a high foot which could have been penalised, but in the end it was a good ball from Cook that finds Jack Watson in the box, and it looks like the Steels will be in the second qualifying of the FA Cup for just the second time in 13 years. And the Steels will be very happy with that. That should prevent much of the nerves, and as the geese fly over the town, Steels are heading right. And now Stocksbridge on the attack immediately. Marshall trying to go down the right wing here. Marshall, a tackle going in from McKay's hamstring is pulled here. Marshall's going to take advantage, moves into the box, tries to put it across, and almost tucked in by Jack Crook. Goes across and will be a goal kick. Jack McKay there seemed to pull something as Marshall was running at it. So Malkowski sending the ball forward. Goes to Charles, who will head it back to Townsend. In the second minute of added time. Never been given confirmation of how long we have got. So we could be here for another 10 minutes, who knows, as Townsend picks the ball up. Confirmation, Stockton Town are victims of an upset at Trafford. They've lost 2-1 there. Ball going forward, headed away by Sykes. We followed out to Wombwell, keep it in, but ball goes forward for Owen. Owen to get control, carrying it forward into the middle towards Crook. Crook, back it goes to Smythe, out to Tinker. Tinker charging forward with it, and then ball ricochets out to Watson. And he goes down under a challenge, no free kick given. Smythe will try to get through, it's been blocked and it will go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in as the Steels look to just wind down the clock now and confirm their passage into the second qualifying round and see what happens on that draw on Monday. I believe usually at 1 o'clock. Watson goes into the corner flag there. He's trying to hold it up there and he's doing a good job holding it up. In the end knocks it off his man and earns another throw in for the Steels. 3 minutes of added time have now gone. Hensford through to the next round. They're 3-1 up at Basford. Prescott Cables have equalised in the last minute against Hyde United. Calvin Ayre, there will be a replay. Sherwood have not pulled it back to our knowledge. Ball goes to Turner here. It's actually full time at Corn and Sherwood. Corn have won 8-0. Turner tries to slip it through to Watson. Watson trying to maze his way through. He's being held as he does do so. Both players going down. It's being given as a Sherwood free kick. So back now for the goalkeeper. Back now with Malkowski. Oh, sorry, and that is it! The Steels have won 3-1, their first win of the season. Went 1-0 in the first half. Connor Smythe went for a few players before being able to tuck it into the bottom corner. They went 2-0 up in the second thanks to a goal from Jazz Gundry, his first for the club. Wombwell caused some nerves though. Ollie Fearon headed in after a long throw, but towards the end a controversial goal from Jack Watson finished it off as a contest. It's 3-1 to the Steels here. We are into the second qualifying round of the FA Cup. I've been Adam Allcroft. Thank you very much for listening. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire. Stay tuned to our socials for all the interviews and match reports. We'll see you next Saturday.